Look at that beautiful bean footage, Fescue, Kentucky 31. So I'm looking over this morning the Spring Hill Empire that my dad bought in the mid 60s. Oh, look, there's a YouTube studio. Digital age, Fescue's coming a long way. So stockpiling Kentucky 31 Fescue. So this forage that everybody is down on, it develops like a waxy coating, and that's why it really is conducive to stockpiling. And look at these. So it's been rained on, but look at these cow patties. So see how they got a little dot in the center of them. They spread out. They're not all pounded, stacked up. So that tells me, now this one's a little bit stacked. They are getting some pretty good protein out of this stockpiled fescue. So look at this one. Right there, that tells you that a cow's nutrients are more than likely getting met, and it would be a lot better to run a brake wire through here, and just because they trample this down, and when you get the foot traffic on it, I do understand that you're adding to the soil, blah blah blah, this and that. But in today's economic area, I would say it'd be better to maybe to mob graze, but to run a brake wire where they just don't run free. But there's so many acres here, and the stocking rate is really pretty light. So, it's not being forced to be super efficient or profitable. So anyway, but I wanted to just tell you about this Kentucky 31 Fescue. It's got a bad rap because it does have an endophyte that when it gets hot and dry, it puts off a toxin to make it unpalatable, and it's a defense mechanism to be alive. So the cattle, it's so tough. And the better managers who don't graze it really hard in those drought or no rainfall times, I think the fescue is not as hot because it propagates seed that from a plant that hasn't been pushed. When you just graze it in the ground and graze it in the ground and graze it in the ground, I think all you've got left is your super hot fescue. So it does make a difference on how the farm has been managed in the past. It does seem like our fescue is like getting old. So these, maybe it does need discs and reseed and maybe put some new blood in it. I don't know. The yield on the seed is down. Seems like maybe our chemical fertilizers definitely aren't working like they did in the past. But and I'm not so sure that if you don't put fertilizer down, and sometimes you get more grass than if you did, but not necessarily. Chicken litter is a different story. I think if a guy was going to put some nutrients down, chicken litter would be the way to go. And basically 2 ton delivered and spread, $100 to $140 an acre. And man, it's got every micronutrient coming out of those chicken hyenas, and it's just it's a lot better deal. Anyway, this is a beautiful December 28th, and I've got a sweatshirt on. I'm going to go do some fencing, and what a beautiful place. I mean, this is really nice. Maybe not heaven on earth, but man, smells like spring in December. All right, Fescue, Kentucky 31, Duncan Smith in the sticks. It's over. Have a good day. Be blessed.